What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for listening to Your Ex Drinking Buddy. My name is Brennan Tassif. I'll be your host. Subscribe, rate, and review wherever you get your podcast. Check out the merch store at brennantcomedy.com/merch-store. And make sure you subscribe on YouTube as well. We'll put the shorts up there, the full video, the whole thing. Thank you so much for listening. I love it. I hope you love it. Subscribe on Patreon, too. We do bonus episodes. I do Tales from the Restaurant, where I talk about celebrities I've waited on and whether they're assholes or not, which is super fun. Also, we do a pre-show banter for my other show, Cheers from the Press Box with Joe Dorville. A lot of behind-the-scenes stuff going on over there, too. Make sure you just subscribe everywhere, just all over the place. I greatly appreciate it. And if you're not leaving the mean comments, thank you for that. Maybe leave a couple nice ones.
Grab me your beer and grab me a coke. We bout to sit for an hour, bullshit and tell jokes. And please don't mix it up, cause he done sobered up. Brennan T Comedy on your social media feeds. And Brennan Tassif is your ex drinking buddy. Brennan Tassif is your ex drinking buddy. Brennan Tassif is your ex drinking buddy. Brennan Tassif is your ex drinking buddy.
What is up, everybody? Welcome into another edition of Brennan Tassif is your ex drinking buddy. I'm your host, Brennan Tassif. If you're new to the program, quick rundown of the show. I used to be everyone's favorite drinking buddy. It was my favorite thing to do. Hang out with friends, get drunk, do drugs, get in all sorts of trouble, and then reminisce about those crazy stories. I am sober now, but it's still one of my favorite things to do. Hang out with somebody and reminisce about the crazy old days. Most weeks I'll be joined by a guest. This week is no exception. All the way from New York City, Max Chavez.
Hello.
What's up, dude?
I mean, not much, really. I mean, truly nothing much.
Before we get too far into anything, plug everything up front. Your social media, everything you got going on. You do comedy here in the city. Let people know.
I don't have much on my page, but you can follow my page. I believe it's MCHVZ Jr.
It is.
It is?
Yeah.
So you know it better than I do.
Yeah.
That's really bad. But on my page, there's the link to my YouTube channel with some of the worst comedy tapes. I believe one of them, I am bombing in one of them. If you guys want to watch that, if you want to.
That's the best. Those are the best tapes.
I mean, truly, for someone who's been doing comedy, I'm not
Years
saying
now.
For years, I do have just the
I remember
worst
when you
tapes.
first came in.
I do have one of the worst.
I think I was at your first mic.
No. My first mic, actually, I met Eric Walsh. And,
Okay.
And Trey Mayberry, I believe his last name. I'm terrible at pronouncing last names. But it was at Ruben. You know Ruben Wolf?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he runs. I don't know if he still runs that mic. I don't know. West Side is terrible with they would take down mics all the time. But I went to that mic. That was my first mic ever. And I feel like, God, I was reading this book and they said like I've been reading The Alchemist. Which
Okay,
is,
love The Alchemist.
Where like in the book it mentions like your first time you get like beginner's luck.
Yeah.
And that kind of thing. Where it's like in that first mic, you don't see
Because
like,
you don't know
you
anybody.
rarely ever see like, an audience. And this was like my first mic ever, and there was like these two guys who brought like their families. And
there was people there.
It was a legit like great, fantastic mic for like a first timer. It was like the best mic I could have gone to.
Yeah.
I don't remember how I did. I think I did like
You had to do well
okay,
enough to
because
where you
everyone
wanted
was
to
like,
keep going.
everyone's trying to be friendly.
Yeah.
These two guys are doing it for the first time too, so like it was just a great way to start, and then from there it was just fucking down.
So let's talk, because this is something you got right into it, and this is something I talk to every guest about. Why comedy? First of all, let's backtrack. You're from the Northeast. You grew up in New York, correct?
Yeah, born and raised in the Bronx.
Okay, the Bronx. Shout out, BX. Right? That's the thing? Yeah. Arr, arr, arr. So why stand-up? Like, what did you find? Because you're much younger than me. Were you, like, watching YouTube clips? Were you watching reels? Like, how did you even find? Because it's a niche thing. Like, music is one thing. But to be like, I'm from the Bronx. I grew up in this environment, but I'm going to go do stand-up. Like, that's kind of a out there thing.
So my dad, I would say, like, the first funny person was my dad.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's what I told him, like, he was the reason what really got me really into trying to be funny. I wasn't even trying to do stand-up.
Yeah.
It was just trying to be funny because my dad, like, my family was very close. And so we would have, like, parties, like, every single weekend. We'll all get together. And my dad I feel like he was always, like, the clown. Like, he would always, like, snipe somebody. And he would get, like, the whole entire family laughing. And I just, I just love like how everyone just like gravitated towards my dad for that.
That's what I wanted to ask. So is your dad like holding court? Like is everyone just around? Like your dad?
No. Like my dad would just be like on the side. And,
Okay.
And then he would just like he would see something and he would just hit it, and then the whole room is laughing.
Everyone's dying.
And then my dad, he's just going meeting other people, and they're like, oh, he's like so beloved amongst the people that he like knows from like his town and all that stuff. And
damn, so your dad's like the mayor.
My dad, I would say my dad's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like, I think I would say that my dad's pretty cool.
You're one of the first people on the show who's been like, yeah, you know what?
I mean, I love my parents. I mean, I called them a couple of weeks ago just to say thank you for like what they've done. I try to,
God, that's the fucking sweetest thing ever.
I feel like you have to. Depending on your parents' situation.
No, 100%. Yeah. No,
I'm speaking from a very lucky.
It's very well documented on the show. Me and my dad have had it. We were rough, but now we are great. And so I do call my dad probably once a week to just say what's up.
That's great.
But that's just awesome that you're just like, I just want to call and say thanks, man. You guys did great.
Yeah. It's nice to do. You
know?
No,
it's the fucking nicest thing to do. So your dad is this very like magnanimous kind of person where he's just has this personality where people are drawn to him, and you see that growing up.
Yeah, and then like that idea of trying to be funny attracted to me to like comedy. I mean, Comedy Central is obviously gonna be the first thing that everybody mentions. Where it's like, but that was it. You know, it was channel 50 for me because it was ABC 49, 50,
okay,
and then 51 was Kim Kardashian. All this.
Shout out.
I mean, that's a hard work. That work
she did with AJ.
Yeah.
That was.
I mean, top tier stuff. But yeah, Channel 50, Comedy Central.
I still sometimes watch it. Sometimes just because it's like an old school that's classic. It's a banger.
That's a hardwood classic. You gotta.
You fucking nailed it, dude. Hardwood classic.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be very honest. I would be like, oh, that was a comedic. You know, that was just an accidental pun.
Yeah. You did it.
I'm just that good. Man.
You're good, man.
We're
going to get into the social media presence and stuff because we were talking about it before. But I want to know, so you're watching Comedy Central, you're watching stand-up. What is it in your head that clicks to where you're like, I'm going to try? Because you live in New York, so you live in the mecca of stand-up. What happens in your childhood? Like, how old are you? Like, when it clicks and you go, I want to try this.
So I didn't even know you can, like, do stand-up until college.
Okay.
That's when like I first heard about open mics, and then
where'd you go to college?
First year Manhattan College.
Okay.
Then, which is ironically in the Bronx now, which is changed the name at this point.
Yeah, right.
But then from there I transferred to John Jay. Very lonely.
But you just stayed in the same general area.
No, because the Manhattan College is around like 244th. It's the last stop on the 1 train.
Okay.
And then John Jay is like 59th, right around Columbus Circle.
Okay. But what I mean is you stayed in New York.
Oh, yeah.
Because like I've had people on this podcast who are from California and went to school at like Michigan, and you're like, the fuck?
I am a little bit, like there is a piece of me that's like, I should have gone away for college.
Yeah.
But then I also am like, I'm not fucked with like student debt.
No, yeah, for sure.
I have a clean slate on that.
Yeah,
so
that's awesome. I stayed in state and I'm still destroyed by student debt.
I mean, yeah, that shit's.
Well, because my problem was they were like, you only need 2,000, but we'll give you 7. And I was like, rack it up, give me the 7.
I'll be honest. If I ever had like $200,000 in debt, I'm like, how do I even live life? Like, how do you
figure it out?
I get that, but like in the back, if I like today got hit with like $200,000 in debt. Killing myself is on the table. Like it is 100.
It is 100. No, trust me.
That is a number.
Dude, I have a life insurance policy just because of my debt. I tell Tracy all the time. I'm always like, we could get out of this real quick.
I mean, again, I'm not encouraging it. Never do that.
No, of course.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
That's absolutely. If you're thinking about it, it's fucking. That's terrible. It's not funny to say, but. I would honestly be fucking...
No, because it is a terrifying thing. So you stay local-ish, and then you just, like you said, you don't have any debt. You don't have to worry about it. So there's part of you that's like, man, I really wish I went away and had that experience of like a Big Ten school or an SEC school. But you stayed local, and now you're like, like you said, you're not like a lot of us who went to college and now we do something like this and we're like, cool, I'm glad I spent all that money to do something I could have done without it.
Yeah, because I'll see like some open micers who be like, oh, I got my degree in fucking whatever the hell, and I'm like, I'm 150 in debt, and I'm just like, we are at an open mic, but I do feel like I think my life is slightly bit better.
Yeah.
Simply because I don't have that hanging over my head.
No, for sure.
I mean, $200 on my credit card, I'm like, oh, fuck.
Oh, really? You're one of those?
Yeah.
Okay. That's smart. That's a great way to be. And I've talked about this at shows and mics, and I have a bunch of bits about it. But yeah, when I moved here and everyone's like, you have so many crazy stories, you should do a one-man show. I just pulled out credit cards, and I was like, okay, let's do it.
But that's like...
But then nobody sees it, and you're like... Okay, cool. So now I have this thing on YouTube. Go check it out. It's on the channel. But it's like, cool. I did this thing. It was a real production.
Yeah.
You know, I had editors on it. Shout out Joe Dorville. He edited it. I had people come and shoot it. I had rented a place.
Yeah.
So it was like everything. Like if I was a more famous person, it would be like, oh, he's got this show. But because I'm not, it's like just now, it's basically a $6,000 thing sitting on my YouTube.
I do get the point where you're like, fuck, I put all the time and money. And it definitely is. That's real money. That's real time. But I mean, every single person, like in what we aspire to be, has those moments where they fucking they just eat it. Or it's for so long, they just won't be successful.
Yeah.
And
then all of a sudden they break, and then all of a sudden people start watching that, and they're like, oh, wow.
Because I just been watching like videos about like Leslie Nielsen.
Okay.
Because I watched The Naked Gun.
Did you see the new one?
It's awesome.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right.
I really, really like it.
Shout out Liam Neeson here.
So far, for me, top 3 movies.
Really?
For me, up to this point.
Yeah.
Fall is stacked right now. There's a lot of good movies.
Are you a movie guy?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But I'm not like
Teddy talks about it on stage all the time, but you never mentioned it.
I love talking to Teddy. Teddy's a man.
No, I love talking to Teddy, but he has like bits about how much he loves movies. I have bits about movies, but you just never, I never knew you were a movie guy.
Yeah, I think I have one bit about a movie. It's about Joker.
Okay.
I don't do that bit anymore because I think something's wrong in it. But the whole bit is about like in the Joker, they're like shitting on like the neighborhood, but they actually shot a lot of that movie in the South Bronx, which I'm like, and the whole thing is like, oh, you can't. In the movie, I was like, this place fucking sucks, and it's like, dude, that I live there.
I remember you did. That's a great bit.
But there's a bunch of shit in the middle, and it's all fucked, and it's a weird pace and all that.
But I want to get back to you because I kind of got a sidetrack. So. You go away to college, and that's where you finally start hearing about, like, oh, you can do open mics.
Yes.
So are you like, do you try? Because you said your first mic was later on.
Yeah, I didn't. So I found out about it in college, and I didn't try stand up until after COVID.
Okay.
Because I was gonna start that year. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna 2020.
Are you writing and everything at this point?
Yeah. So I started writing as like the pandemic hit.
Okay.
And then I just waited it out, and then July 17, 2021.
Okay.
I believe.
That was like the 2 days before I moved to New York.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah. We were supposed to move in 2020, and then obviously COVID, so they shut it down. And then I got here like July 19th or 21st of 2021. That's nice. So that's when you tried your first mic.
I think it's July. I think it's July 17,
wow.
20. Yeah.
And that's where you met the Great White Swan, Eric Walsh.
Yeah. But for that year, I was just writing. I was in Philly living with my dad in 20. I'm just writing, and I'm just like, yo, when I hit the scene, I'm hitting the scene. I have this notebook. Smash it. I have this notebook full of, fantastic shit. And then I do my first stuff, and that stuff is, you can't perform that. No. Any of that stuff now.
Dude, I got notebooks all over this apartment with all that garbage.
People say like, oh, your first jokes, don't throw away your first jokes. A lot of that stuff is just.
Well, that's the thing is I didn't throw any of it away. Like I have it all. Like I said, I got notebooks over there. I got notebooks in that bookshelf. Like I have it. But you go back and read it, and I'm just like, some of the stuff from later on in my life, because I started in 2009, but then between drinking and drugs and jail and hospitals, like I always tell people I started when I got sober. I started in 2018. That's like when I officially restarted into comedy. But I'll look at some of my notebooks from 2009, 10, and I'm like, oh, I can't use any of this.
Yeah.
Like, I'll even go back now and look at stuff from 2018 when I came back into comedy. And some of the premises, I'm like, okay, I could use that premise, but that joke is terrible.
Yeah, yeah.
But to your point, it's like you have these notebooks and you're like, boy, oh boy, when this opens back up, I'm ready.
So much of it is just there's literally just words on a page because they're whatever idea that is at the time. I mean, granted, if you go back, you can probably, if you really put your foot down and be like, I can probably get something out of it.
Yeah.
But it's like, you're also, I don't know, you probably have I feel like everybody has this where it's like, I should go back and fix these jokes. But it's like, fuck, but I need to be writing new. I need to be.
That's why I keep all the notebooks, because I'm always telling myself, like, I'm going to go back and I'm going to rework a bunch of this stuff.
But do you?
And I tape it. No, I tape every single set. I voice record every single set, if not video record it.
Yeah.
And I'm always like, I'm going to go back and, like, we're going to work on some of this stuff. And I never do. The last time I went back and I'll listen to something back right after the set.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'll do the set, and because in my head, if I don't absolutely crush, I'm like, man, I bombed.
Yeah.
So I'll go back and listen to it and be like, oh, that wasn't as bad as I thought. But then I normally just like, that's it. I listen to it one time and then I kind of it just sits on my phone.
Yeah.
The only time I've really gone back to watch old sets was I had somebody wreck me at a club in the city and I was debating which tape to send.
Got it.
So I went back and watched some old tapes.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, I can't send any of this shit.
It is brutal just looking back at the tapes and you're like, fuck. Like,
Well, and there's one tape that I have where I absolutely destroy.
Yeah.
But all the jokes that I use in it are so much better now.
Oh,
where it's like, I don't want, like, that joke is so much more evolved now and so much tighter and so much cleaner, like, as far as delivery.
Yeah.
But it crushes on that tape. So I'm like, ah.
And you could just do a bringer, you know?
Yeah.
I can put you on my bringer. I can get you a great tape.
Shout out.
Yeah. It's... God damn, why do we have to do that?
Well, and I get frustrated with bringers just because I'm always like, I understand the logic. I work in restaurants. Like, I get it. You need butts and seats. But I'm always like, if I'm on a show and you give me like 2 weeks notice minimum, I'm going to invite everyone I know because I want people there.
Yeah, either
because
way.
that's what makes a show.
Yeah.
And then, I tell people all the time, like, Tracy's lived in the city for 13 years. She has so many friends between teaching and her different like roommates and all these kind of people. So like if it's like push come to shove and I need to sell tickets for something, not even a bringer, but if it's just like I'm putting on my own show, I'll be like, babe, you got to make some call. Like, let's do it. And then she'll bring like 30 people.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So it is one of those things where it's like, but the reason I don't like the bringer is because I'm, I guess, contrarian. Like, don't tell me.
Yeah.
Like, it is my job as the comedian to draw. Like, you don't have to tell me I have to draw or else I can't perform.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, that's why I was arrested so many times. Like, don't tell me what I can and can't do. I'm going to do the right thing. But then when you start telling me what I have to do, that's when I got a problem.
Ah, all right.
Well, there's so many times where I'd run in, like, I'd have altercations with police officers.
Yeah, yeah.
And if they would have just walked the other way or if I would have just walked the other way, it would have been fine.
Do you still have that?
No.
Why
I mean, yeah. I do, but because I've been sober for so long, I never act on it.
Okay.
Well, I shouldn't say never.
Do you dap them up?
I very
now?
rarely
Do you say
act on
thank
it.
you for your service?
No.
Okay.
No. I just don't talk to cops.
Okay.
Rich man, poor man, doesn't matter. You don't talk to cops. But it is one of those things where I used to, when I was getting drunk and stuff, a police officer would be like, don't do that, man. Like, because I'd be doing something stupid.
Yeah.
And then immediately my brain's like, the fuck did you say to me? And it's like, you don't have to react that way.
Yeah, yeah.
Which I have the same sort of reaction when people are like, yeah, I would love for you to do my show. By the way, you have to bring 5 people. And then I'm like,
fuck you.
don't fucking tell me I have to.
To me, also,
But it is a great way to get
again, it's
people on the
also,
show.
I understand it's a business, all this other stuff, but it's just the amount of money you got 5 people coming, 2 drink minimum.
Yeah.
Most of them don't ever get water bottles.
Yeah.
I tell them like, yo, just get 2 water bottles. It's gonna be like $12. Like don't people don't? They're like, fuck it, I'm gonna get
I'm gonna have a good time. Yeah.
It comes out, you get a crazy bill. Not only did like one person end up getting like a $40 bill because they want to drink. They're at a comedy show.
Yeah.
But now you also have 4 people that you brought that also, and so like they're making like $200 off of you.
Yeah.
$200 minimum dollars off of you, and at best, you're gonna get an all right tape. I mean, granted, it's also up to you. You can fucking
Well, and that is the thing is like, and the great thing about New York is you could be like, you know what? If I'm going to bring people, I'm just going to do my own show. which I've done before, especially shout out Grove 34 right here in Queens.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been like, I talked to them, and because it's owned by comics, they're like, yeah, this is the price. If you sell enough tickets to where you can make your money back, we'll do the show. And if you don't make your money back, we'll cancel the show and just give you your money back.
Oh,
like,
wow.
So it's, I mean, I don't know if I'm supposed to be putting their business out there, but it's really convenient as artists to be like, oh, okay, cool. So this is like, I'm not going to lose out if I do this.
Yeah.
And I remember I did a show there one time, and Tracy and her brother, who also lives in New York, brought like literally everybody. It seats 50 people. I think they brought like 42 people.
Ooh.
So I made all my money back, if not more.
Yeah.
But the tape was terrible because none of them are like loud laughers.
Yeah, it's
so
all...
the tape is just, because you don't mic the crowd because I'm just taping from the back.
Yeah.
So the tape is just, I hit a punchline and you just hear like, ha ha ha. And I'm like, oh, come on.
I can't hate on those people too much because I am a terrible laugher as well.
You're not a loud laugher.
I am not.
You know me. I'm fucking.
Yeah. I mean, you light up the room.
Yeah,
but
thank you.
I am just a lot is just like, or
Yeah.
like, or just exhale in the nose. I mean, real light stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty
Yeah.
much it.
And oh man, but it's funny when you have those people in a room, especially because like the stand upstairs, I love the stand, but the upstairs room, the ceilings are so tall.
Yeah.
And the stand is full of like cool people.
But I love the upstairs room.
You love the upstairs. See, I don't like it because I'll hit a joke and I'll see everybody laughing.
Yeah.
But then when I go listen back on the tape, you can't hear it because it doesn't reverberate through the room.
Okay.
Whereas I've done shows downstairs and like I'll hit a punchline and get like a mediocre laugh, but then you watch it back on the tape and you're like, damn, that killed.
Oh, but you're talking about shows. I'm talking about. I mean, I've never done a show at the same.
Okay.
Only mics. I've only done mics.
You talking about Josh's?
I'm talking. No, the Saturday one is pretty cool.
Oh, okay. Josh runs a mic there, I think, on Wednesday and Thursday. I remember when I first moved here, I thought I was going to do a mic at the stand and just crush so hard that the managers would run in and be like, who is this guy crushing at the open mic? And it was so demoralizing because, you know, it's only like 10 people.
Yeah.
Because that's the time slot that they get. And so no one's paying attention. Like 3 of the people are like out at the bar.
Yeah.
And I just ate a dick and I was like, oh, I'm only going to perform at this club like when I'm on a show.
But
like,
every
I'm
single
not.
one of, I feel like most of us has that, or a lot of us has that fantasy of
Yeah,
just like,
yeah.
holy shit, ooh.
Who is this guy?
Yeah, and then you go, this is it. This is my big break. I'm gonna make it.
Here it is.
Honestly, I was talking to one of my friends like months ago after watching a movie, and I really thought about like if somebody was like, here's your golden ticket, I feel like I would crumble so quickly.
Yeah.
I honestly do.
No, same.
Because I don't think I have the talent or the skill level to like maintain
that long
term.
term.
I mean, it'll be. I mean, just real quick, flash gone. If I would ever like.
It's funny you bring this up because I talk about this with a lot of comics, especially older comics that I'm close with, where I will get, because I'm 37, so I'm not young.
Yeah.
But it's weird because I'm the same age as like my peers as far as comedians. I've had a lot of them on the show. Like that's that group, but they're like all 5 to 10 years younger than me.
Yeah.
But we all kind of were in New York at the same time, like getting our breaks at the same time. So I consider that like my comedy family, like that class.
Yeah.
But from a purely age perspective, it's Sam Morril, Mark Norman, Shane Gillis, Gary Vee. Like those are the people who, age-wise, I'm on. Like they're all like between 37 and 41. You know what I mean? So it is like a weird thing to be like, oh, age-wise, I should be like here.
Yeah.
But actual career-wise, I'm back here with the 29-year-olds and the 32-year-olds. So it is like a weird thing to think about. But to your point, I think now if something happened, I would be okay. But I talk about it all the time with some of the older comics where I'm like, can you fucking believe this fucking person on Instagram like posted this one dumbass video and now they've got like 1 million followers? And they always say the same thing. They go, just wait.
Yeah.
Just wait. They'll do their run. They'll do their tour. They won't sell as many tickets as they thought, or people will come out and it'll just be that same shtick that they have on Instagram. And then people will be like, oh, this wasn't what I was hoping.
Yeah. And it is, even to like something as simple as like a TikTok video. Like if somebody creates like one joke, it'll be like to like a sound. And they'll just, you can see it like on the page when like if it goes viral, this person will just like suck the life out of that joke. And it's because like I think everybody starts with the intention like, fuck it, I'm gonna have video fun if I get a lot of views. And then the moment you get the views, you're like, oh shit, like I got this. Now I have to capitalize on this. But the capitalization is just you're constantly hammering down this joke or whatever it is.
I see it with music a lot on TikTok.
What do you mean?
So there's a lot of independent artists on TikTok, and they'll have a song that I'll see, and I'll be like, oh, I like this song, and I'll heart it. But then every reel they have is just them doing that song and like the same song.
Yeah.
Just in a different, like it'll be them brushing their teeth singing the song, or them out at the grocery store singing but it's the same song. And to your point, it's like, all right, this is a good song, and I enjoy this song, but like your entire page is this one, like snippets of this one same song.
The only thing I would argue against like the music part is just, I mean, like a song can have so much more life than a joke, you know?
No, I agree, but I'm just saying to your point where it's like they like that, like instead of writing new music or putting out new music, they're like, this is what works, so this is what I'm going to do.
Yep.
Because I know this song works, so I'm going to stick with this and not risk putting out new stuff that I might like more. Because what if that doesn't work?
Exactly. Yeah.
So I mean, this all goes back to the bringer stuff, where it's like, I understand why it has to happen, but it's still I still don't like it.
Yeah, and I guess it is just a bit of like that. You just have to get rid of that voice where it's like, don't do this, you're dumb for this. Where it's just like, fuck it, I'm trying to.
Well, and I'm a hypocrite. I have like a lot of my tapes, a lot of them, especially in the city, because I want to do well. It's like the same 5 to 12 minute set.
Yeah.
And I'll just keep cutting the same bits. Like obviously every bit is different because every show is different. So you know what I mean? Like it's the same joke, but it's different.
Yeah.
But I'll just keep cutting it. And every time that voice in the back of my head's like, you fucking hack piece of shit. I'll talk to my friends and they're like, how many views did you get? And I'm like, oh, like 5,000. And they go, yeah, there's 300 million people on Instagram.
Yeah.
Post the same fucking video.
Yeah.
Nobody saw it. And I'm like, oh yeah.
I saw this thing where people have taken like challenges where there'd be like 100 posts every single day on Instagram. And it basically is just like the algorithm does not care what it is. It's like if you're feeding the algorithm, it will feed whatever you're doing out. Like dude, I saw some video of like Mr. Beast talking to like some like Instagram paparazzi. And he was talking to them how, like, he just quickly asked them, like, how do you grow your channel? And they were like, we just post 100 times every single day.
That's nice.
And then he looked at the thing, and it's like, they have, I don't know how many thousands of posts since the moment. They're like a humongous Instagram page.
Yeah.
I mean, they're dealing with, like, celebrity and stuff. So, of course you can bombard it. But, like, I've seen, like, people, like, on...
well, that's what happened to me. I would post on my personal channel, like, once a month, I would post a comedy clip.
Yeah.
And like I was not getting any traction. I'm like and I would slave over it too. I'd be like, oh, the perfect edits and the perfect captions. And then I'd be like, this is the clip that's going to go viral. And I'd put it up and then it wouldn't get any views.
Yeah.
And then in the last like month, I started doing like the walk-in talks on my way to work. Just the dumbest shit.
And it's just...
But because I'm posting every single day, at least once or twice a day, now all of a sudden, like all my metrics are up. All my analytics are up.
Because you're feeding it.
Yeah. And it's like, fuck. I don't want to have to do it this way. Talking to my camera like, anybody work in a restaurant? You ever get a bad tip? What's up with that? And then it's like 1,000 comments like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, working in a restaurant so tough, Lion Chef, all this other stuff. Yeah.
Dude, I do all that shit. Would you rather open or close in a restaurant? Leave it in the comments. And I'm like, kill yourself. Jump in front of this train right now because you suck.
The point I would say to like, that voice, and I'm not the one to say this because again I have no fucking video. I have no videos.
I went on your page before we started recording, and you have 5 videos on your Instagram.
I'm literally like
5 posts total.
I'm the worst person to talk about this from the application point.
Yeah, but you understand it from a psychological standpoint.
I'm like more like a coach, and like you do that stuff. I won't do any of that stuff.
I understand how it works, but you do it.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna find you a new job doing social media coaching.
Yeah, that would be great. That once the people like, all right, so how many followers do you have? And you go, 346. I showed my girlfriend my Instagram page, and she's like,
"But this is what blows my mind, is I've seen you perform. Like you're very funny, but you just won't post this."
I feel like I don't have the stuff, but again, it doesn't matter if you have the stuff because now it's like really easy. I just think, honestly, like this is all self-inflicted. It is all. There's not a piece of bitterness against me. Like, oh, what the fuck? Like nobody knows me. Like, I feel like my stuff is okay for where I'm at. No, it's just like all self-inflicted wounds. I go into mics, I don't talk to nobody, or the only people I talk to are in my circle.
Yeah, you were kind of shocked when I reached out to you about doing the show.
Yeah, because
You were like, what?
I feel like nobody, like, I don't talk to nobody, so nobody pays attention to me.
Yeah.
Like, I'll just go up there.
Well, see, so I have and the audience listening knows this, but my whole thing for a lot of times it's either references, like people will be like, oh, you should have so-and-so on the show. They're a friend of mine. I'll put you in touch.
Yeah.
Or if it's, I see you at a show or a mic and I genuinely am like, oh, like I find that person very funny or entertaining. You know what I mean? Like if I'm like, oh, that person's really funny. And that's the thing, like we were talking about it before the mics went on. I don't have like a barometer of like followers or this or that to come on the show. If I see someone and I go, oh, they're really funny.
Yeah.
Even if they're brand new, because you can tell like when someone's new, because we met years ago. Like I knew you when you like were a few months in.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, this guy's really funny. And the thing that I liked was you were very vulnerable. The first time I saw you, you were talking about like growing up and your family and like that kind of stuff. And I was like, oh, I connected with that. And I was like, oh, that's good. So that's why it's so weird to me when it's just like this whole idea of like you have, because you, as you were about to say, you were talking to your girlfriend about your social media page. And it's like, yeah, but that's not a reflection of you as a comedian.
Yeah. I do understand that. But like, I can be like, oh, I'm just trying to make it, you know, like the whole honest, hard way.
Yeah.
But if I were to do that, I will be, you know, 7 years from this point not being anywhere or be like a comic thing. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Well, we hear about that on podcasts a lot too, where comics, like especially bigger comics, I know I've seen clips on my algorithm. I don't know why, because I don't listen to Rogan, but I'll see like clips where he's talking to like Segura or somebody that I actually do like.
Yeah.
And he'll be like, yeah, I don't understand these comics posting all this stuff when it's not even ready. And I'm like, yeah, that's because when you guys were coming up, you just had to have a booker like you.
Yeah.
And then you could work.
Also, you weren't dealing the level of competition was not as high as it is now.
Because now everyone with a phone and a camera who lives in bumfuck wherever and goes, oh, I want to do comedy, can do comedy.
Also,
they don't have to move to a major market to do it.
Yeah. Also, you're not battling like, you know, Instagram comics or
thoughts
or TikTok
or all that kind of stuff.
Goddamn thoughts, man.
Dude, there's a couple of them out there that are like getting into the like doing podcasts and comedy now, and I'm like, no one wants this. Why? What are you doing?
But back to your like what you were saying. You're battling now. It's not only comedians now. You like. It's just so many people who are trying to go for. It's just now it's more accessible to try to go for this goal.
Yeah.
And so now you just have so much. The battlefield is so large. There's so many people.
It used to be. This is something that it's always stuck with me. I talk to my brother about this a lot. But it used to be if you wanted to say something, like if you wanted to really say, because I studied American history and stuff, so you hear about all these guys like Thomas Paine and like, you know, John Brown and all these guys who like went out, Frederick Douglass, who were like, I have something I want to say. And I'm not comparing stand up to that. But what I'm saying is if you wanted to say something and get people to listen, you had to do it. Like you had to work really hard to find that platform to do it. And then like with Mark Twain and then Lenny Bruce later on in the 60s and then like so on and so forth. What I'm saying though is all these people have something in common, which is the fact that they were like, I want people to hear me, so I have to go out of my way to do the thing so people will be like, oh, we should listen to this person.
Yeah.
And now everyone can do it.
Yeah.
And it's taken away the value. Everyone has a voice, which I guess is good, but like not everyone needs a voice.
Yeah, and it's also, the only thing I would say is just like, not everyone needs a voice, but like, we give our attention to like just anything and everything.
Dumbest shit.
Anything and everybody. So it's
again,
like,
I'm a hypocrite. You should see my algorithm.
Yeah, because we could be like,
oh,
nobody needs an opinion, but it's like, so many people we're just constantly just consuming so many more opinions than our own, and our own could be fucking the meanest ones.
Well, and it is very odd because a lot of people don't. I can speak for myself. I've seen in my own life there have been instances where on certain topics, I'm a pretty smart guy, but there are certain topics where I just won't think for myself. Like I'll have a friend send me a clip of something and I'll watch it and then I'll let that form my opinion, which I try to steer clear from. A lot of times my girlfriend and I talk about this a lot. She's like, why do you always insist on arguing? Like, why is everything a debate with you? And because for me, it's like I have to look at things from both sides because I don't want to fall into this trap of an echo chamber. I don't want to fall into this trap of just regurgitating things I saw online.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be able to see both sides of whatever argument it is.
Yeah, I feel like I definitely have been falling into a little bit of an echo chamber when it comes to
it's easy.
Yeah.
Your algorithm knows you better than you know you.
Yeah, and I'm getting like, I'm at home and I'm like getting fired up. I'm like, the system is bullshit. Like,
it's broken.
What are we doing? This is a time for like us to hold our morals. And I'm just like, I'm at home. Nobody's doing this to me. This is all on my phone, and it's just like,
just getting fired up.
Man.
Well, let's get back into it. So you did the mic, you got it, and then when you did that first mic, you said you can't really remember how it went, but obviously it went well enough to where you were like, oh, I'm going to do this again.
Yeah.
Were you like, I'm all in, like I'm going to do the comedy thing, or were you like, I'm going to hit a mic like here and there and see how it goes?
So my plan was to, hit the ground running. This is it. I'm going to be doing this. And then I never realized like how strong like the negative voice in my head is.
Yeah.
Where it is like to the point where like, if I would do bad in a mic, and again, I get it, this is all practice, and I get it now, but like, if I was doing bad in a mic, I would literally take like weeks off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I would be like going, build up momentum, and then bomb at one to and granted, probably nobody cared in the room or anything, but like to me, I'm just like,
you can't show your face.
I'm like writing in my notebook. I'm like, yo, you fucking suck. Why are you doing
Damn,
this?
dude.
Yeah, I'm like, if you're gonna keep doing it like this, might as well quit. And it's like the meanest shit that I can to I'm the worst person to myself.
God.
And it really is. I mean, I was talking about this last week. I'm like, it is crazy how that voice, and this is terrible that I have to do this. Or I noticed it that it, like 2 drinks in, like 2 like White Claws in, that voice is gone.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm the funniest guy in the room.
Oh, you guys didn't like that joke? You must not have gotten
yeah,
it.
I'm pretty much the man. And I was saying like,
so is that something that you kind of, when did you discover that? Because that's interesting.
This year.
Okay.
This year, especially over the summer, and because like I'm going out a lot more, and I'm drinking a little bit more, and I've noticed I'm like, whoa, there is definitely a difference in like my mind. Like I definitely do feel a lot more free flow.
Oh yeah.
Which I don't like that only comes out if I'm like 2 White Claws in.
Well, it is one of those things too where over time, because I've been doing comedy on and off for a long time, and I've been doing comedy straight, like as like this is what I'm gonna do for like 6 years. I mean, I've been in New York for 4, but it is one of those weird things where that voice, because I'm completely sober, so that voice doesn't go away.
Yeah.
Like there will be times where I will get up somewhere and I'll tell, like, you learn how to manage it better.
Yeah.
Like I'll get on stage and be like, doesn't matter how the audience reacts. You're funny. You're one of the funniest people in this room. Like as far as like at a real show, because like not as far as the comic, the lineup, but like in the room in general. Mm-hmm. Like the people who are sitting in the audience are in the audience, not on stage. Like remember that. It's just like when I played football. It was like, no, you're out here. Like, don't let anyone else fuck with you. You deserve to be here.
You see, I do try that. I try.
It still does. Like, if my first joke bombs, I'm like, you fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, it's all
lying, imposter.
Yeah.
But I do try to tell myself that because, to your point, like I used to only perform fucked up. Like, not a couple drinks in, like bombed.
Oh, shit.
And I would be like, I'm having a great time. You'd get the light and I'd be like, fuck you. But now, because I don't drink or do any drugs or anything, it's very hard because to the point we're making, the second a joke bombs, that voice is like back. And I'm like, shit.
It's like, oh, you thought you could do this.
Yeah. So you started drinking now for shows and mics. Well, you're just like a drunk on stage.
No. The most I've ever drank... The most I've ever drank before a set was 2 old fashions.
Oh, really?
And
those are strong.
Yes. And it was my first show. No, it was my first bar show ever.
Okay.
I got to the show really, really early. And
was that on purpose, or were you like nervous? Or
I show up really early.
Yeah,
I mean, my friends make fun of me how early I get to places.
I'm the same.
Yeah. And it was a bar show. I got there like 40 minutes early, something like that.
Just real side note for everyone listening, and just for us, it's your fucking job. You're not a cool guy because you show up 30 minutes late because you're like, oh, I'm a comedian, whatever, I'm an artist.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
I always say
it's your job.
I find it really disrespectful of anybody.
100%.
Yeah.
Dude, I do the show here now from the apartment, but when I used to do it at a studio, I pay for the hour. So you get the hour. I had to start telling comics it was starting the hour before.
So you can get them come on time?
Because they were so late all the time.
Yeah, that's fucked.
And I was like, but they don't give a shit.
I would be fuming.
Dude.
I mean, I imagine you probably would.
Oh, yeah. There were some people where I would just cancel the show, but then that's hard because I've already paid for it and you're not getting your money back. Yeah. So a lot of times I'd be like, okay. And then I had one comic on who's a big comic. It was my first guest that had like a lot of credits, or my second guest who had a lot of credits. Mm-hmm. And I'll never forget. I told him 1 o'clock. He texted me at 1:15 and he was like, hey, where's the studio again? And I was like, you haven't left yet? And from then on, I would tell people an hour ahead of time, or at least 30 minutes ahead of time.
I mean, that's smart. That's really, really
because
smart.
Then I'd be like, what are you doing?
Yeah, because, you're paying so much money.
Yeah, well, it's not even that. It's to your point. It's disrespectful.
Yeah.
It's like, so your time is more valuable than mine.
Exactly.
Because you can take your time, but then you bleed into my time.
It's such a slap in the face.
Dude, I can't stand it. But you showed up early.
Yeah, I got
first bar show. Are you excited? Are you
first
nervous?
bar I've ever been to alone.
Okay.
Yeah.
How old are you at that point?
21.
Because you're like 24 now, right? 23?
25.
25?
Yeah.
Oh, you grow up so fast.
Oh,
God, has it been 4 years?
I turned 21 during the pandemic.
Yeah.
And it was like late. It was probably like the show was probably like August or something like that. So I hadn't turned 22, but that was the first bar I went to. Got one drink. Then the host came and he was like, "Oh, well,
tell me.
I
like the details. So tell me about it. So you booked the show, and then are you like telling people about it? Are you hyped up? Or are you just keeping it to yourself?
I told my friends about it. If they wanted to come. Then none of them came.
Shout out. Dude, I know that game.
I mean, you can't blame them. They got
they got lives. They got other stuff going on.
Yeah.
It's so funny because at work in the restaurant, I'll tell people I do comedy, and they'll be like, "Oh, we have to come see your next show," and I'll give them like a list of like 3 or 4 shows I'm going to be on.
No.
And then my manager will always be like, "Wow, you're getting so many people to come out to shows." I go, "Oh, none of these people actually show up. I've invited hundreds of people. No one shows up."
Literally, like, you can invite like 1,000 people, and if you get 10 of them to come to like the show,
that's great.
Like, this is phenomenal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I showed up, got a second drink, and then
so the host shows up, gives you a drink ticket. You're like, "Bet, let's do it."
Yeah, I do my set, and I'm like fucking up my lines because I'm like,
when you get on, how early are you on the show?
I was probably like the third.
So you're sitting in the back, drinking your second drink.
Yeah.
Like just having a good time. What? Because this is a big deal. Like you're in New York. You're doing a show. You're like, you were asked to be on a show. So for people listening, they might be like, "Who fucking cares? It's a bar show." But it's still kind of a big deal. Like
for me,
you're doing comedy.
It was one of my first.
That's what I'm saying.
First 10 shows I've ever done.
Are you in the back like drinking your old fashioned, like freaking out? Or are you like, "I got this," or like, what's going through your mind?
I mean, I'm getting more and more mellow as it's going.
That voice is just getting further and further.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm sipping away, and like I think I did okay with like the first 10 people in the front, and then as like typical bar shows, no one gives a shit after like after five.
After the first 2 rows, no one else cares.
But after that, I was just like, I'm never drinking before a set ever.
So you were messing up your lines?
Yeah,
like just the bits,
and it was just enough. It was enough to the point where I'm like, I will not do this, and I caught this very early on.
Yeah, and
I don't want to do that again. Obviously, later on, I'll probably have like a drink before or something like that, and again, I'll like forget my lines, and I don't.
So I want to ask, because I find this fascinating. Did the audience know that you were fucking up? Because there is this thing where as comics we can be very hard on ourselves because we know how the bit is supposed to go.
Yeah,
but the audience doesn't.
I honestly don't remember much about that night.
Because it is a weird thing where sometimes I'll fuck up a line and then I get off stage and I'll talk to like the people, like the other comics.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't believe I fucking dropped that line. And they're like, nobody realized it. It was a funny joke. Like they all got the joke. Like it's fine. You didn't throw in your call back.
Yeah, you're freaking out in your head. And you're like, oh, they can feel it. They probably saw me do it. And they have no idea.
They have no idea because they don't know what the line is.
They might think, they think it's just part of the act.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't remember much, but I just remember feeling like, oh, I'm forgetting these lines.
Yeah.
That is not good. This is jumbled up. Won't do that again. Maybe like at a mic, if I'm like bored, I'll be like, fuck it, I'm going to get a drink.
Yeah. Like that. So your 21st birthday, I wanted to ask you about because you did send me that in your list.
Yeah, it was just, So I like held off drinking.
That's
until
okay.
I was 20, to like 21.
Okay.
Because my family, I told you this, like my family was like very much like start sipping. Like I'll be like 13 and like have a Corona.
Okay, yeah.
And I'll be like, no, I'm not supposed to do that.
So you did it out of your own.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you were like, no, I just don't.
Yeah, and then like
Okay.
maybe when I was like 19 or something like that, I started drinking, and I hated the fact that everyone shitted on me. They would make fun of me, like all the men in my family. They're like, "Oh, pussy." It would be like Smirnoff Ice.
So you did start drinking before 21.
Yeah, but it would be like one.
Yeah.
And then like 21st birthday, the floods.
The floodgates open.
Yes, but like before that, I would drink like, and even then, so like like after turning 21, I'd be like, I only drink Smirnoff Ice. And you're laughing, but like for me, that's like, it's a perfect way to start drinking.
You're absolutely right.
They taste fantastic.
Great, yeah.
The lemon one barely tastes like anything.
So good. Have you ever put the lemon one in the freezer?
They always were in the freezer.
Make it a little slushy.
Or you get the orange one. That's how I started drinking.
Yeah.
But like 21st birthday.
It is just funny coming from a family from the South Bronx, and you're like, I want my Smirnoff Ice.
Yeah, and they're like, oh no, I'll go like, it doesn't matter where I was. They'll be like,
having like a big barbecue. Everyone's out there. Everyone's drinking. You know, it's tequila and Coronas and all sorts of stuff. And you're like, got my Smirnoff Ice, you guys.
Yeah, but the thing is, they shouldn't be that kind of energy.
No, you're absolutely right.
It should be on the same level as a Corona or whatever it may be.
This is a bit. The fact that you're very passionate about this is the hill you want to die on.
I only feel
it's the same fucking thing, Dad.
I'm only so passionate about it. And like, cause it's like I caught so much shit for.
No, I could have. Yeah, for
and it's like
7 years, people have been calling you a pussy.
And it's like I thought the whole drinking culture is like we're laid back, and you call me a fucking bitch for like drinking Smirnoff Ices, and it's like, all right, but like all my cousins, like all my female cousins, it's fine. They're drinking Smirnoff Ices. I can't drink Smirnoff Ices. I love Smirnoff Ices. I stopped drinking them.
This is the best.
I'm like I've upgraded. I've just tried cut water. I tried cut waters for the first time. Those are pretty good.
What is it?
Cut water.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know. I've just been seeing like a whole lot of.
Is it like a seltzer thing?
It's like, it's kind of like no bubble. Kind of seltzer. I don't even know. Is it technically a seltzer if there's no bubbles?
No, that's what makes it.
Whatever it may be, but I'm on that now.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I held off mainly like drinking like the heavy stuff until like my 21st birthday.
So where'd you go for your 21st birthday?
So my cousins, I love my cousins. This is why like they're awesome. Like they helped me. Like we all planned. I forgot. I think it was my younger cousin Eric's idea to like rent an Airbnb.
Oh, that's awesome.
We have like a family friend who owns like an Airbnb.
This is just for your birthday. This wasn't like a big. This is just for you.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn, that's super sick.
And the guy, family friend, he was like,
no one in my family's ever been like, hey, let's go out of town just for your birthday, or let's rent a place for your birthday.
Yeah, it was still in New York.
Yeah,
it was still in the Bronx, but it was just like, it's still nice.
Your own
to
spot,
just get together, just have drinks and all this stuff. And he was the guy was a family friend, so he's like, here, just have the Airbnb for free. We didn't let him, but all of us like chipped in like $50, and we're like, nah, we can't. This is a very nice gesture, but we can't allow him to do that, you know. And it was a great time. Family went. My best friend from high school came.
Damn.
I drank.
This is gonna make me cry. This is fucking amazing.
I drank so much that night. I was a little bit hungover in the morning, but you know I'm like 21, so it still doesn't. But I remember at some point in the night, one of my cousins got like drunk, and then he called this guy like from like my high school. He was like cool with him too, but he had been out of high school already for I don't know what it was, but like, he was also in like my grade or whatever.
Okay.
And he like calls that guy, and he starts like shit talking him because he's obviously
just out of the blue.
Out of the blue,
just drunk, and he's like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fucking call so and so.
He's like, oh, I'm gonna call this guy. I'm just like,
why?
I don't remember what it was, but he's like, I'm gonna call him, and I don't remember. But eventually, he just starts shit talking him, and the guy's getting heated. He's like, fuck you. He's like, send me the address. We'll pull up right now. And then I know he was.
Tell me your cousin didn't send him the address.
No, he didn't. Oh. He didn't. But I remember, I think he was like about it. That guy was like joining the army, and I had a cousin who was like already in the Marines, And then he's also like a little bit drunk. So my other cousin that's in the Marines hops on the call. He's like, "What's your rank, pussy? What's your rank?" And he's just
dressing him down.
And he's just making the other guy so much more mad. And I'm just like, I'm drunk and I'm like,
happy birthday.
I'm just drunk and I'm like, why are we doing this? What's happening? And
this actually does go in accordance with your Smirnoff Ice kind of philosophy, where it's like, I just want to have a good time. Why are we doing this?
Guys, we're drinking. Have a good time. But I'm very much like, I know some people who are like a little bit more aggressive drinkers.
Yeah,
I'm like
mean drunks. Yeah,
I wouldn't say like crying, but I'm emotional. I'm
Dude,
just like,
I'm a super emotional.
I'll go after like friends, like drinking with friends. I'll be like, my friends are the fucking best, man.
Dude, I used to drink and I would sob like watching Burn Notice. Because,
Burn Notice?
Yeah, because like he'd have to like rescue like somebody's kid.
And you'd be like,
I'd be like,
he's the greatest,
I
man.
can't believe it, man. The dad just wants the kid back. Like sobbing, drunk out of my mind. Like I get I'm the like, I love you guys. Like I'm that guy. Like I get super emotional.
I'm also like, money doesn't mean anything.
Oh, money doesnn exist.
Because like when I'm looking at the menu,
I'm that way sober though too.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm.
No, you are
sober,
not. We've talked about it.
Fuck.
Yeah.
But like before the first drink, whatever it may be, I'm just like, damn, $15. And after the first one, I'm like, fuck it, I'll get another one.
Yeah.
And then after that, I'm just like,
rack it up.
Three drinks ruins my day. Like I will not do anything after that. Like 2 drinks, I can be slightly.
You can perform.
Productive. Yeah, I can perform. 3 drinks, done. Like I'm going home.
Wow.
I'm gonna be like I can't function.
Yeah.
I'm not.
You're just out.
I'm gone. The energy's gone. I'm just like super mellowed out. I just want to. And drinking also kind of makes me sleepy as well. But
it's a depressant. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. The only alcohol that's not a depressant is tequila.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't like tequila.
Yeah, I don't.
I
never got into it.
It's like a quick.
I'm a raging alcoholic, and I've been sober for 7 years, but tequila was never my thing. I was rum in college because that's when Captain Morgan was huge.
Yeah.
And then I built up such a tolerance to that, I had to switch to Sailor Jerry.
Did you ever try the original Four Loko?
Yes. Yeah? It was before your time.
I am
young Padawan.
I literally have looked it up because I'm fascinated.
It was.
How the fuck did they even let that drink hit the public?
So at the time, because you have to remember, this is 15 years ago.
Yeah.
At the time, the concept of putting energy drinks with booze was like a newer concept.
Yeah.
And it was all the rage. What Four Loko did was it wasn't like a beer. It wasn't like 3% or 4%. They had like 12%, which is like a bottle of wine. But then they mixed that with like the energy drink of like an 18-ounce full sugar Red Bull.
Yeah.
People were dying.
I mean,
like I'm not even like making a joke. Like literally, people were dying because
you're drinking so much, you're fucking hard.
But it's the same thing because you get alcohol poisoning that way. Because the reason why your body has built-in mechanisms to stop you from doing things. So like the reason why if you drink too much and you pass out, it's your body's natural reaction to stop drinking.
Yeah,
it'll shut you down.
The caffeine.
Yeah, the caffeine keeps you awake. So you end up giving yourself alcohol poisoning. Because you're still awake and you feel fine, but your body is being poisoned.
I am fascinated by just like the shit that would just go out to the public and then be like, oh.
Yeah, there's like, and I mean, I don't know. A lot of this is because I grew up pre-internet. I'm an Oregon Trail millennial, so a lot of the stuff you hear about and you don't know if it's true or not. But like, there's things where it's like. The amount of force it takes to bite through your finger is the same amount of force it takes to bite through a baby carrot.
Yeah.
But your body won't let you do that to yourself. So you can't bite your own finger off.
Yeah.
Like unless you're like actively like trying. You know what I mean? Like
it's like life or death kind of situation.
Yeah, like you can't drown yourself. Like you can't swim to the bottom of a pool and hold on. Like your body won't let you. Eventually it'll force you to let go. These kind of things. So again, with the drinking, your body naturally will be like, shut it down. And you pass out.
Yeah.
But if you're fucking amped up on caffeine,
I just hear all these horror stories. This thing was crazy,
horrific, and it didn't taste good.
I mean, I've tried like the newer version.
Yeah, the new ones.
It's like pure gasoline. It's terrible. It's disgusting. Smirnoff Ice is
Dude, please write a bit about the Smirnoff Ice. This is great. I I did want to ask you, we have enough time for a couple more stories. I wanted to ask you about the after prom. Because you didn't start drinking until later, so that I was curious about that.
Yeah, after prom, I mean, in high school and like college, I was truly like a shell of who I am like now. And again, I'm not like an outgoing person, but like even like high school version of me, it's like.
Did you have a lot of friends, or did you have a couple close friends?
Yeah, my friends were like pretty well known people. Like not well known. Like I had a small school. I was in a small school, and my grade was very small. Like my graduating class was like 87 people.
Okay.
But,
damn.
Like, yeah, it was really small.
That's tiny. Mine was 529.
Yeah, see, I have no idea what it... but I honestly do love the fact that I went to, like, a small school.
Yeah.
And, like, my friend group, they got along with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I never had problems with anybody and any of that stuff. But, like...
Yeah, you didn't talk to anybody.
Yeah, I didn't... I would just talk to my friends.
Yeah.
Like, I was literally just, like, a magnet to them. Like, they'll be talking to, like, other people they're cool with, and I'll just be by the side.
You'd just be like, hanging out, yeah.
Yeah, I mean... Probably one of the first worst dates you ever hear is I had it in high school. First day I went on to it with this girl. I brought my friend.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, and I barely even spoke. He did the most of the talking.
No, you didn't.
I swear to God.
Max.
I swear to God. It is probably one of the...
Come on. So you asked this girl out. How did you ask the girl out?
My friend knew her. And he was like, this would be a... They were like friends. And
yeah.
They were like, this would be a perfect... You know, like
you guys would connect. We think.
Yeah, he was like, I think
yeah.
you two would do great. And then like we'll be like texting for a while, and then.
I bet you're smooth on the texting.
Nah.
No?
I don't think so.
Normally, quiet people are a lot better when it comes to like being in control of like.
I don't think so. I think it's taken me a long. Like I literally. It took me so much failing until the point where like I did well talking to my girlfriend.
Yeah.
But before that, I mean, it's just.
So you went out on this date and you were like, yeah, well, bro, you're coming too, right?
Like. Junior year of high school, I'm like, I don't know what to do. Can you come along? And he was like, okay. And he went, and I barely spoke. We saw, I think it was like Captain America: Civil War.
Okay.
Not a bit of, not even an arm touch.
Did you know?
Not an arm, not even an arm touch. We just like we hugged goodbye, and it was.
That was it.
It was terrible. Because I was so bad, like socially, I was so bad. Like this is what has opened me up into like being able to socialize with somebody. But like me, like even like interacting at like even now, like I struggle talking to people like open mics. But like high school was terrible. But like at the after prom,
so you did go to prom. You went with your boys and friends.
Prom, yeah. When then after there was an after prom, I bought a ticket to it. One of my cousins helped organize it. The night starts rough. That after prom started rough because I bought the ticket really, really early to the point where I had like the old address of like the place where it was gonna be. Because this is like a high schooler thing organized. This isn't like a school or an adult. It is just us, like the kid, like the us. And
so they originally had a spot. You bought a ticket, but then the spot moved, but you still had the ticket for the old spot.
So I have $40 left. Like this is literally all I have is $40 to my name. To like, my mom I think gave me like $20. So that day also like I had to buy a new outfit. I was like, it's after prom, gotta look good. I bought like some shitty gray oversized H&M shirt. I had like these ripped jeans, and I had like at the time the high top like shell Adidas.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
let's go.
I'm crushing it.
Yeah, let's go.
And then I take the taxi to the first place. The guy fleeces me. It charges me like $20 for the taxi, and I'm just like, I don't know. I'm like, yeah, this guy's an adult. Obviously, it makes 20 cents. It's gonna be $20.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, like as an adult, that's like a 15-minute walk from my house.
Oh man.
Yeah, but the thing is, I left like also really. I was like 11. I got the taxi at like 10 or something at night, and I was like, I was terrified. I'm like, I'm not gonna walk. Either way.
Yeah.
$20 down. I get to the place. It's not the place. I'm like, fuck. And it's like where I went to was like at a pretty sketchy place.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, what am I going to do? I'm down to like $20. If I get another taxi to this other place,
you're out.
I'm out of money. I don't have no idea how I'm going to get back home. Luckily, this guy pulls up like 2 minutes at, like, I call my cousin, I'm like, where's the address? It's like, oh, it's at this place. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll get there somehow. This guy pulls up for my grade. He's like, yo, Max. It's like, yo, Max, this is the place. I'm like, no. He's like, hop in the car.
Yeah.
I was just like, Yes, this was awesome. He took me to the place. Yeah. And, like, the whole thing goes fine. Like, the after prom goes fine. Like, everyone's smoking.
What is it? Is it just like a hangout?
We like, rented out, like, an apartment or something like that. There's a balcony. All the kids are smoking. To this point, I hadn't smoked, like, once. I smoked for, like, the first time when I was, like, again, like, 21 or something like that. But at that time, I'm not smoking anything. All my friends are all smoking. They're drinking. I'm just hanging back. But then at some point,
just you hanging back.
I'm just sitting down, literally. Like,
yeah, no, I can see it. That's
guy,
why
I am like, oh, this guy was here. I'm like, yeah, he was, I guess. But the night's going fine. At some point, the guy that picked me up, like, we just happened to run into each other. He like hits on. I think he was like hitting on this girl from my graduating class. I think it was kind of like a fuck it, last kind of thing.
Shoot your shot.
Yeah. Her boyfriend is there.
You buried the lead on that. Didn't realize she had a boyfriend.
Yeah, they start getting into like a thing. It almost breaks into like a fight. It gets real heated. Breaks like after a while of exchanges, breaks up. Nothing happens. The party keeps going on. People are smoking, drinking. They're whining on each other. It's working. I'm in the corner still.
Just
nothing.
Hanging out.
No Smirnoff Ices yet.
No.
Just alone. Truly just like
alone in your H&M oversized
just
shirt.
Watching my friends have the best night of their life, like best night, and I'm like, damn.
This explains why you like movies so much.
Yeah,
you like to be like on the outside watching it happen.
Yes, and also because I'm like they're doing what I want to do, but I just don't have the courage to do what they're doing, and so it goes like fine. I'm like, it's like 4 a.m. I'm exhausted.
Damn.
I'm exhausted of like sitting down and watching other people have fun.
Worn out from watching everybody else have a great time.
It's really hard watching people have fun. and then at 4
a.m.
That'll
be the name of your next special. It's really hard watching people.
Yeah. And at 4 a.m, I'm literally on my phone, like calling a taxi. I'm like, hey, can I get a taxi for this thing? And as I'm outside, this guy I was cool with in high school, he just runs right past me. He's like, he got cut. He said something like that. And I'm like, what? And I like watch him run into the house. I'm like, what? And I turn around and like this guy, he like stutter steps at me with like a knife in his hand.
Oh shit!
And I'm like, oh shit! And I turn around and I panic. The person I guess saw him and they closed the door right in front of me and I like punched the glass.
No. So you're outside.
Yeah.
And there's a crazy dude with a knife.
Yeah, I punched the glass and he lets me in, and apparently, I found this out later, but that guy with the knife or whatever was like friends with like the boyfriend of the girl.
Oh, yeah.
I think this is what happened.
So the boyfriend calls and was like, yo, get down here. We're riding.
But I mean, it's crazy because this was literally like hours after.
Yeah, this
whatever
is like
the fuck
5 or 6 hours later.
happened.
Yeah.
So yeah, the guy runs in, lady slams the door on me. I think the guy, the guy really wanted to get to me, he would have fucking got to me.
Yeah, but he had no beef with you.
I think he's just like, this is innocent bypass. Yeah. I'm not going to get to him. So I like tap on the glass, the lady lets me in. I'm like freaking out.
Are you like pounding on the glass?
I hit the glass.
Yeah.
I have like a little tiny scar on my pinky from like punching the glass.
Yeah, I'm fucking.
And I'm like freaking out.
This is a horror movie.
Everyone's like freaking out. And there's just like in the back, this kid, he's like arms spread open on like the glass door going into the backyard. And I'm just like, oh fuck. And then he's like, he just looks at me like calm as ever. He's like, people crazy, man. And like, and he calmed me down like
people crazy, man.
He's like,
shit's wild out here.
He didn't say people. He said the other word. I can't say the other. I lost access to that word. But
yeah. It is crazy. In the South, there's only one specific group that says it. And then I moved to New York, and everybody says it. And
I grew up.
Whoa.
I will be honest. Like I would say it. I used to say it growing up, and then in college, I saw this boy. Like me and him, like looked pretty similar in like skin tone. He said it, and then people were like, "Whoa, why are you saying it?" And then I was just like, "Oh, I can't say it anymore." And like I don't want to go through.
Oh, in the South, they let you know real quick. There's only one group that says it.
Yeah, but like.
But up here, it's like I've seen Asian dudes do it. I'm like, what the fuck?
All right, Asian, no, no. No,
but I'm saying I've seen it.
Yeah. But so I'm like, the guy calms me down. Like he says that, I'm like, oh shit. Obviously, somebody calls the cops. And,
yeah.
And it's like, we now have to scatter. Which I will say, like, this was one of my goals, like, in high school. I'm like, I want to go to a high school party.
And then have to
the
run.
cops come on. But it's like, I did not think that the situation while the cops would come is that
Very
somebody
true. Was stabbing people.
was possibly stabbing or cutting somebody. So, like, it spreads out. Like, my friends were, like, all in the back.
This is just like super bad. Well, not quite,
Yeah.
but
The biggest guys in my grade, and we had, like, units, like, the tall-ass guy, like, 6 feet, and they're like, fuck it. Like, we're just going to rush out at these guys eventually. But, like, we're stalling inside. There's this group of, like, a group of people that we wouldn't talk to that much, or I didn't talk to that much. I swear to God, it was, like,
talk to anybody.
That is true. But I feel like the consensus was nobody talked to them as much. But they were at the after party. I don't know if anybody else saw this, but when, like, the words of the cops were coming, they said, like, pretend like it's the migra. It was like, pretend like it's ice. And they all, like, booted. They hopped the fence and they were
really?
gone. And
just
I'm
went
like,
out the other way?
yeah, I'm just like, I don't know if anybody else saw it, but I was just like, what the fuck? I'm like, this is like, it literally is like out of a comedy scene for like the only Mexican kids to be like, oh, let's get out of here. Like, it's, I don't know if anybody else saw this. I think it's like the funniest thing I've ever seen.
That is hilarious.
And
we gotta get out of here.
yeah, they're gone. Like, they're gone. Nobody knew that they left this way, I think. Eventually, like, the guys scattered because I think, like, the guys from my grade went out. No one was there. Everyone dipped. Everyone was stealing bottles because everyone also, like, chipped in to get, like, bottles.
Yeah, of course.
People are fucking...
Just taking shit.
Yeah, they're taking shit. Dude, we like, play it off. We get to my cousin lived, like, 15 minutes away from the place. We finally walk there. The sun is coming up.
Damn.
By the time we get there, we take a taxi. I get home. I have to, like, spray my clothes and cologne because I smell like so much weed. My mom is a super Catholic, doesn't want anything.
Yeah.
I mean, she hates when I even drink. And I just go, I remember she got up and I was, like, in my PJs and I was just like, oh my God, I gotta use the bathroom. Like, I played it off to the T perfectly of, like, pretending like
you've been home
happened.
for hours.
I've been home for hours. Everything is fine. And I was just like, was that night a little bit crazy? Yeah. But it's like, it is kind of like what I wanted. To,
yeah.
like, have experienced that night, like, out of a movie. And I was like,
Project X, baby.
yeah. And it is a crazy night. Maybe I'm, like, fucked up some details. Maybe somebody from, like, my high school remembers.
They're gonna be like, whoa.
But I feel
we
like,
all saw those girls leave.
I'm pretty sure, like, I'm pretty close to it. But that night I was just like, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Dude, that's it. That's what the show's all about. I love doing the show because I would tell people some of my crazy stories when I was drinking or partying or something, and then they go, oh, this one time this happened. And that's like the after prom story. People getting stabbed, people hiding, you fucking banging on a door to get back in.
It was crazy. Never had anything like that after that.
No.
Ever again.
That in life, that's kind of a one and done experience.
Yeah,
where you're like, cool, we had it, we did the thing. I don't want to do that again.
Yeah, because I would, but like that was like probably my second party ever. Like my best friend.
That is a weird way.
One of my best friends at the time, his name was John. He like threw like a house party, and that was like my first thing. And I had to leave by like 10:30 because that was the time my mom got out of church, and she said she was gonna pick me up. That kind of thing.
Well, you said your mom was a little bit stricter, so it's like, yeah. This is what time she said, so this is what time I'm going.
Yeah, but you know, as you get older, you get the leash.
Now look at you drinking old fashions before sets.
Yes,
just
man.
letting it rip.
Yes, I'm drinking cut waters.
Dude, plug everything one more time. Tell everybody your social media again.
Social media, believe it is MCHVZ Junior. Shout out my dad, the senior. And on there is on my bio is the link to my YouTube channel. I don't know the name of my YouTube channel. This is really bad. I should know.
I'll link it all in the show notes. It'll all be there.
Yes.
Check out Max. He's a very funny comedian.
And this was a pleasure.
Thank you for coming on, dude. This was fun.
I mean, the time flew right by.
Yeah.
It feels like I just got here.
Dude, we've been going, man. This was great. Yes. Thank you, everybody, so much for listening. At Brennan T. Comedy on all social media, BrennanTComedy.com for upcoming tour dates and tickets. I'll be in Denver in September, all around New York the rest of August. Whoa. We'll talk to you all next week.
That's pretty cool.
Thanks, buddy.
Damn, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I hope you have fun in Denver, man.
I will. I hope. Or I'll bomb my dick off.